I also spoke to senior lawyer Sidharth Luthra to try and understand what does the verdict really mean, especially for those who have been relying on newspaper articles and third-party regulators who are they've basically come to some sort of a conclusion even before a thorough investigation that was carried out. Something that the Supreme Court also spoke about. And also, let's not forget that what are the real intentions of Hindenburg, something that Abhishek was really talking about. Let's listen in to what senior lawyer Sidharth Luthra, with whom I spoke earlier in the day, what he had to say on this entire matter.
A PIL is meant to look at the public interest, and the interest of investors is definitely a public interest, and to that extent the Supreme Court, in my view, has passed an appropriate direction, as it ought to have done, because eventually when you look at these causes, in fact the petitioners also raised the very same cause to say that there is something amiss. Now, whether there was something, the fact is that nothing so far has been found amiss in 20 out of the 22 transactions. In 2, the investigation report is yet to come within 3 months as per the undertaking of the Solicitor General. And once in 20 there is an exoneration, then at least from that aspect it is important to see, were investors harmed? Was there something more behind it, or was it just a simple issue of market movement?
So with regards to the fact that reliance on third party and also newspaper articles, the court came down heavily on this entire matter. Despite that, you would have certain Western media outlets who have spoken about the fact that there is a conflict of interest that ought to be probed. How do you really look at the allegations that have been leveled so far?
I'm really clear that the judgment is spoken now, and the judgment says that judgment has taken a view there is no conflict of interest, and I think that settles the issue. And therefore, irrespective of what people may say, today there is a judgment of the Supreme Court. Till it is, assuming it is sought to be reviewed, unless a different view is taken and reviewed, today it is the settled position, and it is not only an interpretation, it is a conclusive finding on the various issues that were raised, including conflict of interest.